Hi, guys, it's Dr. George, and I have a very, very special guest here. And her name is Sammie Vance. Now, if you don't know Sammie, you're going to know a lot about Sammie in just a few minutes. So, Sammie wrote a book called Inspire the World, but that's not how I know Sammie, and that's how many of you may not know Sammie. So, Sammie, tell the world why they may know your name.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Sammie Vance, and you might know me from Sammie's Buddy Bench Project, where I started my Buddy Bench project, where we collect caps and turn them into Buddy Benches. So you might know me from that, or my podcast, Sammie Smiles, or my book, yeah.
Love that. So Sammie, I found Sammie had it was bottle caps, right? The benches are made from bottle caps and recycled bottle caps. But who are your partners with this project, Sammie?
Like, what do you mean by partners?
I think UPS. Don't you have a partnership with UPS?
Yeah, I've worked with like UPS and Walgreens before, and groups such as that, yeah.
So where's the coolest place that your bench could be found?
Oh, there's actually a lot of cool places. I think some really cool ones are like Mexico. I think Germany has some. So it's worldwide, and I think those are really cool. Yeah.
How cool is that? So hi, Ava, Ari, and Pop Pop. They're always here. So I have Inspire the World, A Kid's Journey to Making a Difference, words by Sammie Vance. And I never read the books in advance. And Doodles by Talitha Shipman. Do you know who Talitha is? Sometimes they don't know the author.
We have a really good connection. We live like 5 minutes away from each other. So.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Isn't that cool? So, hi, Roland. So we'll get started. Inspire the World, A Kid's Journey to Making a Difference. If you're not at the age now where you say, I can't tell my age, can you tell the audience how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 12 years old in 7th grade.
12 years old, 7th grade, author of a book. And you've been on several shows, right, Sammie?
Yeah.
Which shows have you been on?
So like I've been on different like interviews such as the Today Show, and I've also been on like a recent new release show called Operation Awesome, and just other interviews and like TV stations, stuff like that.
Yes, and she's so humble. She really is. So Sammie, hi, Dr. George, and Sammie from Addison Lynch. Hi, Addison. So here we go. The first thing, Sammie has a letter that she wrote, and she says, hello, friend. She calls everybody friends. She's really nice. She said, I'm Sammie Vance, and I'm 12 years old. Are you older or younger than me? I'd love to say younger, but I'm much older. The great thing is that age doesn't matter. One thing I've learned, you don't have to be an adult to make a difference in the world. You can inspire others just like I did. My journey started on the playground when I noticed a lot of lonely kids. I wanted to fix that and create more friendships. So I did exactly that. But then something amazing happened where I had thought my journey would end. It turned out just to be the beginning. My one cap at a time act of kindness spread across the country. I inspired others through recycling, community, giving, determination, bravery, helping others, being myself, and celebrating. My definition of inspire: fill someone with the desire to make a difference and do something good. I hope my story will do just that. I hope it helps start you on your own journey of inspiring the world. Best wishes, Sammie. And there's some of your recycling there. And those trash bags, hi, Miss Eckenrod, those trash bags are all full of bottle caps, right?
Yes, all caps.
That is absolutely awesome. So I am logging into TikTok right now so that people can hear it on TikTok as well. So here we go. I heard about the buddy bench at summer camp a few years ago. When someone is lonely, they can sit on the bench and others know to ask them to play. It was a solution to my problem, a way to help create friendships and to show kindness. I had no idea how to make a buddy bench, but I knew my school needed them, so I asked for help. So she said, wrought iron, too fancy, and it's hard. Might rust, a steel bench, and a wood one, you could get splinters. So with my mom's help, I found a company called Green Tree Plastics. They make benches out of recycled plastic caps and lids. Buddy benches made from recycled plastic are sturdy and durable. Unlike wood benches that can splinter and metal benches that rust, recycling helping the planet and preventing loneliness all in one. Perfect. Now I needed lots and lots of bottle caps and lids. I began to recycle everything at home, but it wasn't enough. So she started at home, and what she was doing still wasn't enough. So, process Q&A. Why just plastic caps and lids? Because plastic caps and lids for a long time couldn't be recycled, but then Green Tree found a way to reuse them. They grind them up, melt them, and put them into molds. I made a board of examples. There are lots of different types of caps and lids you can use. Fun fact, I have my own buddy bench from Green Tree Plastics in my backyard. I love seeing the bits of colorful caps in it. How can you recycle and make a difference? Inspire through the community. So, here, if you are trying to do anything and you think, I can't do that, well, Sammie begs the differ. She says you can. So, howdy, yes, it is bedtime story. I needed lots of plastic caps and lids. I needed lots of help, a whole community of help. Using creativity is a perfect way to get a community involved. How did I use creativity? I drew a comic and I put it up everywhere, but I didn't stop there. My mom made a video of me asking others for help collecting plastic caps and lids. I also asked my school, PTA, local pharmacies, coffee shops, tin caps, baseball team, and anyone else I could think of. If anyone else I could think of, and it worked. The project took off. My comic plus video plus everyone spreading the word equals help. I received plastic caps and lids from all over the country, even internationally. And because of everyone's help, I collected enough caps and lids for 3 buddy benches in just 2 months. I learned that the world is one big community that can come together for anything. And because of global community, kids and adults all over the world have buddy benches. One little small act of kindness. So here's another Q&A. Was getting the word out hard? No, but it took time. I brought my comic to many places and explained why I was collecting plastic caps and lids and asked if they would help. Every week, my mom and I would go to local businesses to pick up what they collected. Here's another fun fact. I received caps from all 50 states and all around the world. These are from Mexico. And then she has a little picture of the ones from Mexico. How can you involve the community? So she tells you how to inspire through giving here. 323 pounds of caps sorted and ready to be recycled into buddy benches. So look at that. How cool is that? I gave lots of time to this project. Sometimes I miss things I wanted to do, like watching a movie or going to a party, but it is important to give your time for something that will help others and for something that you believe in. Experiencing our world as one big community. I am so grateful to everyone for caps and lids, working and sorting them, the endless hours of time and the donations of money. Thank you. Because of the community, we've inspired more community. There are many ways to give, and not just with donating money. Food, toys, clothes, the list can be endless. People gave a lot of caps and lids. People gave a lot of time. My Girl Scout troop helped sort caps and lids during a meeting. So here's all the people that helped. And look how little you were.
3rd grade. Yeah, that was 3rd grade me.
Oh my goodness. So here's another Q&A. After collecting caps, sorting is the next step. Sorting is making sure there are only plastic caps going in the bag to be weighed, no metal, paper, or bottles. You do not have to sort by color or type. My favorite way is to get a group together to sort and weigh the caps. You will get done faster too. Sometimes we put on fun music. That's when all my help would happen. So here's a fun fact. I was able to give 75 buddy benches to schools in Indiana thanks to Walgreens collecting caps for me all summer, impacting over 40,000 kids. So how can you give? Here's our inspired through determination, 1 cap at a time. Determination equals to keep going and never give up. And that's some determination. People told me my project would take a long time. They didn't want me to be discouraged if it took months or even years to collect enough caps. My goal was 400 pounds, about 10 55-gallon drums worth. That's a lot. I was up for the challenge and very determined. Then Caps and lids started pouring in. My dad told me it would probably slow down, but instead, it sped up. As each drum filled, I colored in a part of a picture of the buddy bench so everyone at school could see the progress we were making. That's smart. So needed 400 pounds equals 10 55-gallon bags. I made school announcements to encourage everyone to keep collecting, and it was fun. I didn't give up. Oh my goodness. Not giving up is the key. Process Q&A. How do you know when you have enough caps to get a buddy bench? You weigh as you go. Weigh yourself, then weigh yourself with a bag of sorted caps. Find the difference, write it down onto the next bag. That's pretty smart. One 6-foot buddy bench weighs 200 pounds and is made of 18,000 plastic caps and lids. You can fit over 3,000 caps into one trash bag. Fun fact, I made a $50 bet with my dad at the beginning of the project. He said it would take a year to complete. Boy, was he wrong. And he loved being wrong. He thought it would take a year to collect enough for one buddy bench. We got enough for 3 in 2 months. What are you determined to accomplish? Inspired through bravery. Bravery equals doing something that scares or intimidates you. You know what that would be for me, Sammie? Math.
Yeah.
Bravery. It would be math. I became brave by learning to be less shy. I spoke to other kids and adults about kindness, the buddy bench, and about my journey. During my first news interview, I was so scared. My voice was barely a whisper. What I wanted to say was important, so I practiced a lot. After a few more interviews, I was more confident. My mom said I was even better than her. Learning to be brave allows us to inspire others to be brave. I practiced my speeches over and over again. I recited in front of my parents and with my sister at night in bed. I'm always open for advice on how to improve. I used to look down at my written speech when addressing a crowd. Now I look out to the audience and think of the impact I can make. When I'm on stage, I sometimes get nervous. The lights are so bright, I can't see anymore. I wonder if the microphone will pick up the shaking in my voice. However, once I start to talk, I calm down and soon my words seem to flow and I'm in a happy place. Now I'm excited to speak. And one favorite part on this page is your sister, go to sleep already.
Yes.
I love that part. Process Q&A. How can you prevent stage fright? Know beforehand what you want to say in practice. Remember why you are speaking and who your audience is. If your mind goes blank, it's okay. Take a deep breath and try again. And you know what I always say, Sammie? If I mess up, nobody knew what I was going to say anyway, so I just keep doing it. So yes. So fun fact, there's a special award named for me. It is the IGA Heidi Vance Youth Civic Achievement Award. It will be given to others who are making a difference for years to come. Maybe you could win this someday. I'll try my best. I think I'm a little too old, but I'll try. How can you be brave? Inspired by being yourself. Be kind. I love your shirts. I dream, I believe, achieve, be the voice. So here's some pictures of Sammie, and there's that award. How cool is that? Since I started my project 4 years ago, I have changed quite a bit, but in a good way. Physically, I've gotten taller and my glasses have changed. Please note, freckles have remained the same and they're just darling, may I add. I am more confident, I am braver, but I am still me. I have the same goals, dreams, and heart as before. I still want to make a difference every day. I still don't want to see anyone lonely, and I continue to pick up plastic caps and lids. Know who you are and be happy with it. Be willing to speak up and speak out for what is important to you because you are the best one to do it. You are the only you. Even though I keep busy with my project and finding fun ways to spread kindness, I make time for just being a kid too. I enjoy many things. I love hanging out with my friends, eating pizza, family games, playing piano, sketching, and school. My favorite subject is math, and that's where we're different. Oh, the torture. I find it to be creative. I made my comic come to life. So as much as we are alike, Sammie, you got me with that math. Process Q&A. What are some things you have done that 8-year-old Sammie would not have thought possible? 8-year-old me would have not have thought that someday Sammie would have spoken on stage, been interviewed for TV, newspapers, and magazines, helped over 150 groups get a buddy bench, lead kindness campaigns, start our own podcast, and write a book, that would be published. I have learned through this journey that I can be and do anything I put my mind to. Fun fact, I'm really good at hula hooping. Wow. When I was 5, I picked one up and have been considered queen ever since. Oh my. I can hula hoop while walking, talking, reading, and even eating. That's a fun fact. My superpower is kindness. What is yours? Well, it's definitely not hula hooping, maybe 40 years ago. Inspired through helping others. Captastic. I love that word, captastic. I have helped a lot of people over the past few years. I have donated thousands of pounds of caps to other groups starting their own Buddy Bench project. I love to pay it forward. I now help other schools kick off their own collection by sending a video and letters of encouragement. We got to see the video. I have met so many new friends. I received videos and letters from kids and adults all over the US and even the world. Check out this shirt sent from a school in Arizona. Every cap counts, just like every act of kindness counts. I have a letter from my pen pal Bella in New York. I was able to help her get her buddy benches. Some groups I've helped even send me cool shirts from their school or gifts with my comic on it. So how neat is that? Process Q&A. How many people have I helped? Kids ask all the time, how many caps have I collected and how many people I've inspired? I don't know the exact number. I do know that I have collected millions of caps with the help of others. It's a team effort. I've been able to assist hundreds of groups and schools get buddy benches. If one kid makes a new friend because of it, that makes me happy. Fun fact, with the help of UPS, I was able to fund the shipping of caps and delivery of buddy benches to 13 groups and 12 states in the US. How can you help others? Inspire by celebrating. And here she is, UPS. That is probably the coolest thing. Once I collected enough caps, I discovered that I had enough for 3 buddy benches for my school. I threw some caps in the air and did a cap dance. Sammie, you'll have to show me your cap dance before you get off. And they said, hi there. Oh my God, a kid author. Hi, how cool. Yes, Virtuous, a kid author. It is okay and important to take time to celebrate once you reach a goal. When my school's buddy benches arrived, we had an assembly with the student and an open house for the public to celebrate and thank everyone for their help. I wanted everyone to see the result of their hard work. I love to celebrate with other groups that have done the project. Sometimes they send photos of their finished buddy benches, or I'm invited to come to their school and meet them. Other times I send a video. So there she is doing that Sammie dance. Could you give us a little bit of the Sammie dance?
I can dance a little bit right now. I don't have any caps, and I'm really bad at dancing, but okay.
It's got to have caps. So that is very nice, Sammie. Process Q&A. How often do you celebrate? Reaching the end goal is just one reason to celebrate. I had many milestones along the way. From filling the drum full of caps for the first time, getting enough caps for 1, 2, and 3 benches, getting caps from all 50 US states, giving away 75 buddy benches, hearing that another group got their buddy bench, making a new friend. Celebrating is fun. Keeping people excited with you along the way is fun. I have done many cap dances. Fun fact, I have a jar of caps that I keep that are from other states. I like doing cap art with them to celebrate different holidays. Guess how many caps is in this jar? The answer is on page 44. How will you celebrate? Inspire the world. So here's the little jar that she said to guess how many is in there. So put that number in the chat. Let's see by the time we get to 44 if anybody's right. I feel honored that I have made connections all over the world. I did not do this project to be in the news or win awards. I just did it to help others make friends. I don't know what makes a video viral, but videos that include my project have been viewed over 40 million times. I bet my mom is probably 1 million of the views. Heidi's she's pretty proud. There are 33 countries represented on my Facebook page. Groups as far away as India, Australia, Mexico, and Germany have asked how they can start their own buddy bench project. I hope my story has inspired you to make a difference. What amazing journey will you take? Mine started with the dream of a buddy bench for my school and a recycled plastic cap. So it started off small. I think that's the beauty of it. So one of Sammie's speeches. Oh my goodness. Sammie, would you read that speech since you wrote it?
I can, yeah. I used to have it memorized. I don't have it memorized anymore, but yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this is my IJA welcome speech. So the one that I got my award for. So it says, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am honored to be here tonight. I heard about a buddy bench 2 years ago and thought it was a great idea, and my school needed it. A buddy bench is a tool for when someone is lonely. They can sit on the bench, and another person can ask them to play. I did this for my school in a unique way because my buddy benches are made out of recycled caps that were collected and made into the benches. I did this to recycle, help the planet, help the animals survive, and help prevent loneliness all in one. I do not do this to be on TV or in the newspaper or even go to New York. Honestly, I had no idea any of this would happen. I did this to help make friends, or help people make friends. So, with the community's help, I was able to collect enough recycled caps and lids for 3 buddy benches in 2 months, about 1,200 pounds, with extra caps as well. And it was all from the help of schools in the community. In the past year, I have been able to help get over 100, which is now about 200, um, schools buddy benches in the US. Now, people all over the world are wanting to do the project, from India to Australia and Germany to Mexico. I am so happy others all over the world are now wanting to do buddy benches. You don't just have to be an adult to make a difference. You could be a kid too. Everyone deserves to be at least, everyone deserves to have at least one good friend. You can make a huge change in the world, every single one of you. Mine started with just one cap. If you can dream it, you can do it. Thank you for having me for this award."
That was so cool. And how old were you when you started that speech?
When I said the speech, I'm pretty sure I was 9. Yeah.
9 years old. Oh, wow. And there's a poem. Caps are here, caps are there, cap talks here, cap talks there. Caps everywhere. Caps in my hair, caps stuck on my clothes. Caps are everywhere. Caps from city, caps from states, caps from you, caps from me. Caps are in my dreams, filling drums, sorting caps. Day after day, more caps I see. It makes my happy, yippee. Fun fact, I was 8 when I wrote this poem and I read it during one of my Facebook Live cap talks. I was very excited about all the caps coming in. I've sat on some of your lives when you've been doing the cap talks too. Really cool. Little known things about Sammie. I tried trapeze. You're brave. Every night at dinner, we have to tell my dad something we learned during the day. Love that. I'm a very picky eater. Not me. I ran one 5K and wore a Wonder Woman costume, 3rd grade. I have a Wonder Woman costume, but I don't run unless someone's chasing me. My cousin was born one day from me, and I share the same birthday with her mom. I make a really good apple pie, which is also my favorite dessert. I made a buddy bunch for my dolls. How little is that? Is it little?
Yeah, it was for my American Girl doll, so like it was a decent size. It could fit, I think, about 2 of them on there. But yeah.
Oh, cool. Nicole is both my sister and my middle name. I composed the intro music for my podcast, Sammie Smiles. Is it on Spotify?
Yes.
I'm joining it tonight. I have been to Mexico. In 2nd grade, I won 1st place in a poetry contest. I have a dolphin made out of caps, just like the buddy bench. I named it Capery. Is that her name?
Capery.
Capery. Oh, cool. So FAQ about Sammie. Her favorite animal, giraffe. Favorite color, teal or aqua. Now I hope you read Caps for Sale. Will I read that? I don't know if we'll read it. Do you have any nicknames? My full name is Samantha, but most everyone calls me Sammie. I also have been named Cap Girl, Buddy Bench Girl, and Kindness Guru. Who inspires you? My parents. You got to say this name for me.
Malala Yousafzai.
Oh, wow. And Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Are those your friends?
There are people who inspire me. So one is like a music artist. The other one, she's done amazing things for like around the world. So I don't know them personally, but
they inspire you. So Mr. Bid says, did you say American Bulldog?
I don't think so.
I think he was talking about your favorite animal, trying to make it match his. Favorite season, fall or spring? Do you have any pets? No, because my brother's allergic and my mom says she has 4 kids and that's enough. How many sisters and brothers do you have? One older brother and a younger brother and sister. Favorite outdoor activity, sidewalk chalk art. Favorite drink, Coca-Cola. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm not sure. Possibly mayor, can see that. President, definitely can see that. Or journalist, I can see that. I know I want to do something that I can help people. What inspired you to write a book? I wanted to encourage and inspire other kids that they can make a difference no matter their age. And when you see a real life example that can help motivate. What awards have you received for what you do? Certificate of Excellence, Action for Nature, Eco Hero Award, Youth Service Award, Daily Points of Light, ACM Environmental Award, IGA Sammie Vance Youth Civic Achievement, Kiwanis the Diana Reward. Wow. Gloria Barron Prize for Young Heroes, Prudential Spirit of Community Award. Please note that getting awards are nice and allow me to spread my message further, but meeting others, helping people, and spreading kindness is the best part. I absolutely love that part. So here's a couple of pictures from Sammie. All those cool pictures. And questions. How can you recycle and make a difference? How can you involve the community? How can you give? What are you determined to accomplish? How can you be brave? My superpower is kindness. What's yours? How can you help others? How will you celebrate? What amazing journey will you take? And you can find Sammie. You can connect with Sammie at Sammie'sBuddyBenchProject.com. On Facebook, Sammie's Buddy Bench Project. On Instagram at Sammie's Buddy Bench Project. On Twitter at Sammie Benches. YouTube, Sammie Smiles. And the jar of the caps answer was 500 caps. Now, Sammie lives in Fort Wayne, Indiana with her parents and 3 siblings. She loves school and a good book she can get lost in. Sammie loves meeting new people and finding out what makes them smile. She is best known for spreading kindness through recycling, plastic caps, and to buddy benches. Sammie has been a guest on the Today Show and partnered with big companies like Walgreens and UPS who were inspired by her mission. She has won numerous awards for her Buddy Bench project and volunteering efforts. Sammie hopes this book will inspire others to make a difference no matter their age. This is Sammie's first book. He said Sammie did say American Bulldog. Sammie and Talitha at Sammie's Elementary School Buddy Bench. And then the illustrator is born and raised in Indiana. Her favorite subjects to paint are wild kids and wild animals. She is inspired by nature and hopes her work encourages curiosity in all ages. Her books include the Sidney Taylor Honor Book, Everybody Says Shalom by Leslie Kimmelman, by Random House Books for Young Readers, Applesauce Day, American Farm Bureau recommended read, and most recently, Finding Beauty, her first author illustrator picture book, Beaming Books 2021. She lives in Fort Wayne, Indiana with her husband, Michael, her daughter, Coral, and her pup, Indy. I think Mr. Poncho is giving you a hard time. He's here every Tuesday. So, Sammie, like I like to ask every week, what inspired you to write the book and where can they buy the book?
Yeah, so what inspired me to write Inspire the World of Kitchen Making a Difference was just, okay, so from the beginning of my project, I always knew I possibly wanted to write a book. So when I was 9, I started writing the first draft of this book, which at the time was called One Cap at a Time. It was a picture book, and then it evolved into this book, which is for maybe a little bit older readers than the picture book would have been. And basically, I just wanted to write it so that people could learn more about what I do, or just spread the word about it so that more people will have friends and it would help the environment and bring communities closer together, but also so that everyone knows that anyone can make a difference no matter their age and who they are. Yeah.
Love it. Now I know I got my book on Amazon, but where else can they get the book?
Yeah, you can get the book on Amazon. I'm pretty sure Barnes and Noble has it worldwide. Target, Walmart, and like other basic online bookstores and stuff like that.
Love it. So pretty cool. Now, my last question is, what is your favorite part of the book?
My favorite part of the book, I would say, is probably the, you know, I I don't know. I think probably one of my favorite parts is because is the little known things about Sammie. Probably because readers can connect to it, and yeah, just show that I also, I like to do fun things too. So yeah.
So my favorite part has to be page 25. Know who you are and be happy with it. That whole page, I love everything on that page. That's my favorite part. And so my last thing, and hi to my TikTok followers, and my last thing is your biggest takeaway from your book. What is your biggest takeaway?
I would say the biggest takeaway from my book is just that you can make a difference no matter who you are.
Love that. And my biggest takeaway from your book is that even though you accomplished a lot in life, never forget the reason why you became famous or you became popular. You just stay humble. So that is my biggest takeaway from this book, is a life lesson for adults and kids. So it is, yes, big heart. So it is 8:07. Great book. This is my first time opening it. I remember your mom says, "What do you think?" I said, "I don't know. I don't read it until the night of." And so it was a really good book, a fun read, and lots of lessons in it. I'll make sure that we get it in our library. And if I have educators listening, please get it in your library. And adults, please get this book for your kids. And like I say, every single Tuesday, if nobody else tells you, Dr. George loves you. You have any parting words, Sammie?
Just that you guys are awesome, and yeah.
Thank you, Sammie. So I am going to end my TikTok live. And I had a few people. Miss Fernbacher said, "Hi, Sammie. Thank you for sending the inspiration for recycling." She used to work here. She said, "But your kindness too, and love the little smiley note you sent all of us last year." You did. You sent everyone a note.
Yes.
And Missy Glacis said, "Love it. Amazing." Miss Fernbacher said, "The Buddy Bench is an awesome project." And Miss Flowers is watching, and there are a couple other people watching. Yes, it is. And yes, thank you. So, Sammie, we're going to end now. Good night, guys. I'll see you next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Central.